Hi guys, welcome back to our channel.
It's good to see you again.
In case you're new here, I'm Cheryl.
And I'm Aaron.
And we're Avery Street Design Studio.
All day long.
Okay, today is going to be the third episode in our Christmas series. We've got 4 new projects and we're very excited to share them with you guys.
We are. These seem to be pretty popular with you guys, the Christmas stuff. We figured it would be because Christmas is that time of year. Everybody loves Christmas. So
biggest shopping time of the year.
This is where you need to get it in gear for your craft shows and your Etsy shops and your web stores, whatever you have.
Yes.
So the first one we're going to do is going to be an open Christmas tree. It's a very easy thing to build. It's basically a 3-tiered silhouette of a Christmas tree. Not a lot of angles, actually just one angle, but very easy to build. And you can either do them with shelves in the middle or open like we're going to do.
String little micro LED lights across. Or little strings with those little tiny ornaments, which you can get those at Dollar Tree, very inexpensive.
This one will be cool. I know we've all seen them. Maybe you know how to build them, maybe you don't. We're going to show you how.
And the next one we're going to do is a set of 3 presents. They're going to be little boxes, real simple to do. You're just going to make a box, paint it, and then put ribbon around it. Now so that'll be a little cost involved for the ribbon. But right now at Hobby Lobby, all of their Christmas stuff, including their ribbons and all that, are 50 off. You can get them pretty good priced at Sam's. I've seen ribbon there before. Walmart, Amazon,
maybe
any of them.
Temu. They probably have a ton of it too.
So that's exciting one. And
the third one is going to be tabletop reindeer. It's a scroll saw project probably. 3 pieces that fit together to form a reindeer. I haven't done one of these yet, so I'm kind of interested in this one. It'll be fun. It'll be fun,
And on these, you can paint them, stain them, or you can leave them bare wood. I've seen them all 3 ways. And sometimes it's good to leave a few things like that bare wood because you may have customers that don't know how to build things but love to craft, paint, do the painting aspect of it. So that's a good option to have. I know on Etsy and at shows because people enjoy the painting of it. So
we have some elderly friends that the husband was a woodworker, but he's too old to do it now, and the wife loves to do the art, but he can't do the woodworking. So we are going to probably do some stuff like that, just bare wood, so they can still do the stuff they like to do. And then the final one are scrap wood block houses. They're very popular right now. I've seen them on fireplace mantles or like entryway tables. You could even put them on coffee tables, wherever. But I'm sure you've seen them. They're just like little, it's a box with a roof shape and a little chimney shape of a house. You can even add windows and doors to it if you want, or you can leave them blank. You can do them different heights. Make a whole little village of them if you want.
I've seen them make them into churches too. So, there's a lot of options on that one.
So if you'll stick around to the end after this, we will go over, as usual, the finished picture, the measurements of all the pieces, and what we would charge for them. I'll also put the same information in the description, as detailed as I can.
And also, we've done this on a couple videos ago. We announced that if you guys have made any of these projects, we would love for you to send in pictures so we can display them to the world. Of course, we'll put your name and give you full credit. But it's just exciting to see what the community, our YouTube family is making. And it really warms our heart to see those projects.
We love inspiring people. So, So stick around and let's get started. All right, so the first one we're going to do is the open Christmas tree. This is our little mock-up. It's not painted, it's not sanded. I just put it together to test it out. It's 8 pieces. I will give you the measurements at the end of the video with the finished picture. and I will also put them in the description. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, we're going to start out with some pallet wood. This is 3.5 inch. We're going to cut 2-inch strips out of it, and we will give it a quick sand because we won't be able to sand it once it's put together. So we're going to cut up some strips. So there are 3 sizes of cuts we're gonna make. We're gonna make a 7.5, a 6.5, and a 5.5, and then a 12-inch bottom. So we'll start with the 6, the 7, and the 12 real quick. It's 7.5 from the long point. The cut is going to be the tip of 7.5. Then we'll do 6.5.
Is that a question?
That's a statement. We're going to do a statement 6.5. Same thing, the tip of your cut is going to be on the line. All right, before we start putting together, we're going to mark 1 inch from this inside angle on all the 5.5 inch pieces. That's going to come into play in a minute. Then we're going to take our top piece, the 7.5, and the other side, the 6.5, and we're going to glue and nail those together. Put the glue on the 6.5 inch piece and join them up like that. Well, we're just using 1 inch finish nails. Alright. Now this line we just drew is going to line up with this corner right here when we're putting them together. That just gives you somewhere to line it up without having to guess. So we're going to glue above that line, and we're going to line up our line with the edge. All right, you've got 3 on each side. Now we're going to put the bottom on.
This is probably the easiest Christmas tree we've done besides the angle cuts.
Yeah, it's very easy. Let's stick some glue there. And this is going to line up, this angle is going to line up with that. Okay, and all we got to do is put the little stand on. So,
Perfect.
Merry Christmas.
Hold it like this for the camera. Very nice.
And now you can stain it or paint it or whatever you want to do with it.
So our next project is going to be the 3 different sizes of presents. We're going to make 3 boxes. This is the medium size. We'll make the small size. This was just a mock-up we made, so we don't look like idiots on camera and act like we know. So we know what we're doing.
Right.
And this will be the bigger size. We're using scraps, cut off cedar from our clock business.
Yeah, and if you want to make these out of cedar, cedar isn't terribly expensive.
One fence picket's like $4.
$3.40, I think. It's gone up a little bit, but that's still, you know, you could probably get a couple of the sizes out of one fence picket.
Yeah.
I haven't done the math because we've got all these scraps, but this would be a very inexpensive project.
Yeah.
And super easy to build. It's just one cut and stapling them together.
And you could make all 3 fit out of that one fence picket. You know, just measure it.
Yeah.
And then size your boxes, your presents according to how many you can get out of that one picket.
Right.
Or you can use pallet wood. You would just need to glue 2 pieces together so it would be wide enough. But that's easy enough to do as well.
Yep.
So either way, your choice.
Yep.
Let's get started.
Let's do. All right, we just went ahead and cut all the pieces. I don't know if you want to see that or not, but it's pretty boring, so I'm just going to skip right to the sizes. The small one is 4 3/4 tall. The middle one is 6 3/4 tall. And the big one is 9 1/4 tall. This is also very easy assembly. We're just stapling a box together and putting a top and a bottom on it. So let's get going on that. All right, we're gonna start with the shorty box.
The baby present.
The baby box, yep. You're just putting some glue in there, and I'm using staples because that's what we use. And just put a couple in each corner. Like she said, you can use anything. Pallet wood. We're using this because we got a bunch of them, and I don't want to have to glue up tiny pieces like this, so this would be a great scrap wood project if you have scraps big enough. Or new wood.
This project's just about as easy as it gets. So.
Yeah. A lot of the best selling stuff is really intricate stuff, even though it's awesome and looks cool and you put a lot of work into it. Sometimes that stuff doesn't sell. Little easy stuff like this, for some reason, usually sells better than anything. With these, the best part about them is when the box is put together, they're the exact width of one of the pickets. So all you got to do is measure and draw a line. All right, we got them all cut. We're just gonna glue them and nail them on. I gave this one a quick sand because cedar is really fuzzy wood, and I've gone around and filling all the cracks and the staple holes just so it'll look like a solid box. Because they are bowed, there were some gaps and stuff I wasn't happy with, but that's part of using scraps. So you can see, for the most part, it's pretty filled up, pretty solid. So once that dries, we'll sand it and it'll look really good.
And if you didn't have any wood filler, you can always use caulk.
Caulk works.
You know, you just of course have to paint it if you're using caulk, but we plan on painting these anyway, so that would be fine too.
Yep. In case anybody was wondering, this is the wood filler I would by Famo Wood. Stuff's really good. I get it next door where we get our construction materials.
If you speak Spanish, it's also Reno para Madera.
And if you speak Spanish, es para tu.
See.
All right, guys. Now is the time where we show the projects of the people that have participated in our viewer submissions
Yes.
part. Thank you all for sending your stuff. We really appreciate it, and it all looks fantastic.
We had an overwhelming
We did.
response this week. Made us so happy.
The first one is Julie Johnson.
Thank you, Julie.
Yeah, thank you so much. She killed it on the Halloween stuff. She did the tombstone and the black cat and the little group of monsters. I'll put the pictures all over because there's a bunch of them.
Yes.
You did a great job. They look great.
They look amazing.
We love it. So that was Julie. And then Brian Gadd also did witch hat.
Thank you,
he
Brian.
Did, thank you. Did the witch hat and the herringbone tray.
Or Harry Bone.
Harry Bone. He's a good friend. Stuff looks awesome, man.
It does.
It does.
Thank you
And
so
then
much.
another great one was Malika Green.
Wow.
She did,
Wow.
yeah, amazing.
Thank
she
you,
did,
Malika.
Thank you. She did the quilt ladder and the book holder and the cookbook stand.
Yeah.
There's the pictures.
They look amazing.
They do. You guys are so talented.
You are.
Man, it just means the world to us for you guys to send us your
Yes,
pictures. We
it
really
does.
appreciate it.
Thank you so much. And if you haven't sent in your pictures, please do so. We'll leave the email address
Put it
here.
right here on the bottom.
Just make sure you put in the subject that they're pictures for the YouTube channel. Like I said before, if you just send a link and no message, we won't
not get the
open
message.
It, so, but yeah, we love to have them. Thank
We
you so
appreciate
much.
it very much.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. So our next project are going to be some scroll saw cut reindeer. They're really cute. There are 4 pieces to them, 2 legs, a body, and then the antlers. And they all just kind of slide in on each other.
These things will test your patience if you decide to do them. They
Yeah.
lots of little cuts.
Well, mostly on the antlers.
Yeah.
Those are kind of, But we were able to do them, and we're not very good at scroll sawing.
they're cool little things.
Yeah, and I got the the template on Pinterest. We will leave a link to that in the description, so you guys can go on there and get it and print it out.
Yep.
Once I printed mine out, I enlarged it on my copier. So, that's something you can do if you have the ability to, or take it to a print shop and have it done.
Right.
So, but they're going to be really cute.
Yep. So let's get started. All right, the next one we're gonna do is the puzzle piece reindeer, I guess we'll call it. I don't really know. We're using 1/2" MDF. These are scraps that we have. MDF is super easy to work with on a scroll saw or a bandsaw. So we're gonna cut all these little pieces out.
We found these on Pinterest. We will include the link to that Pinterest in the description. It's just a free template. I just printed it out. I actually blew it up on my printer to make them bigger. You can do them whatever size you would like.
Yeah, we're gonna figure out a way to share, if we have files like this, share them with you. I don't know what that's gonna be yet, but we'll be working on that towards the future.
Yeah.
So, anyway. So our last project is going to be probably the easiest thing we will ever show you how to do. We're going to make a set of 3 little houses out of a scrap 2x6.
Yep.
They couldn't be any easier.
They're just little block houses. I'm sure you guys have seen them before. People put them on their fireplace mantle, kind of make like a little Christmas village, or wherever you want to put them. They're really cute, but they're very popular right now. And they were last year, and they are again this year. So
these would be a good thing to personalize if you're capable.
Yep.
Some sort of name or family name or happy holidays from whoever, or or the little windows and doors, any of these. There's lots of possibilities with these.
The windows and doors would be really easy to do. All you'll need is a ruler and a pencil, and you can sketch out the squares with that, and then just take your Faber-Castell marker and fill them in.
Color them in, yeah.
Really easy, very inexpensive. It's just going to be wood, paint, and then whatever you put on it. So. And
you don't have to use 2x6s. You can use 2x4s or 2x8s or pallet wood glued together, any of it.
Yeah, so just make them out of whatever works for you guys.
Yep.
All right, let's get started.
Let's do. All right, we've cut down 3 pieces of 2x6. This one is, well, the body of the house will be 4 inches, so I've just taken and drawn a peak over the square, and we're just going to cut them here on the miter saw. If you don't have a miter saw, bandsaw works. A circular saw would work, or a hand saw, anything to cut this angle. So I'm going to get these cut now. So we're going to put little chimneys on them, and we have some scrap. This is probably 3/4 of an inch by, I don't know, 1/2 an inch or something. I've got this fence on my miter saw. I just hold the house up to it and then set the little chimney piece on the back, and I'm just going to draw that angle. And then we'll come back and cut it about like that, and that'll be the chimney for that one. We'll do the same thing on the next one. Something like that. All right. We're just going to cut those really steep angles on the bandsaw because those are tiny pieces and it's really dangerous with a miter saw. All right, we're just going to put a little glue on here and probably one single brad nail to hold it in place. All right, that'll dry.
Super cute.
Super cute.
Okay, guys, surprise bonus project. We were having so much fun using the scroll saw. We found another really cool template. Also, I found this online actually. So I printed it out. I didn't have to blow it up or anything. I'm going to cut it out on the scroll saw. And then we're going to engrave the design on it with our X-Tools S1 laser engraver. So
we keep looking for reasons to engrave stuff.
Because we love it so much.
Found another one.
So let's get started on that.
Yep.
And there you go.
Sure.
What are you doing, Rupert? That's a very odd way to ride in the truck. You got your leg behind your daddy. You're such a little weirdo. Oh, now you gotta stick your nose in the camera. Y'all are very cute. All piled up. A big old pile of puppies. Big old pile of puppies. You know, there's more room back there that y'all don't have to crowd so much. I guess y'all love each other today. You didn't love each other the other day, but today's a good day. All right, so now I'm just going to decorate the present boxes we made. I got this ribbon last year at Sam's. It was on clearance after Christmas, so that's a good time to look for it. So what I'm going to do is pull the ribbon tight around it, and I have a staple gun here, and I'm going to staple it. Hopefully I get the staple to go in good. Okay, got that. And now I'm going to get another piece and put it around the other way. Okay, and now I'll staple this one down. And now what I'm going to do last is I will make a bow out of the same ribbon and put on top of it. So that's what we'll do on these. Okay, so now I'm going to put a ribbon around the deer's neck with some bells. So I'll just cut a pretty long length of ribbon. Get out a couple of bells. I bought these at Hobby Lobby. It was like $2.99. It was $5.99 and then they were 50 off, and that made it like $2.99. So pretty good deal, because quite a few bells in there. And I'll use them on a number of different projects. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tape the end of my ribbon and make it skinny so that I can feed it through the bell, the hole of the bell. Otherwise you'll be fighting with it and it'll be hard to get through there, because it's just a little thing here to get them on through. And then I'll just cut the tape off. I'll put the other one on. If you can hear noise in the background, Aaron's working on some clocks right now and he's using his router, so that's what that noise is. Make a pretty bow. Well, as pretty as you can make. I'm not very good at bow making, just tell you guys that in advance. And now I'll just cut off the tape. And there you go. You have a little reindeer with bells. All right, then the last thing I'm doing is I am putting windows on my little houses. I'm going to use my Faber-Castell markers. All I did was I went on Cricut and I put in some shapes and made windows and doors. I made a variety of different kinds. These are kind of rounded. I really like those, so I'll just put those on there, and that will be, then the houses will be done.
So the last thing we're going to do in this episode is engrave this mitten on our X-Tool S1. Thank you so much, X-Tool, for providing this machine. We truly appreciate it.
Bye. All right, guys, these are the projects we did today. We did 4 projects, and then we did a bonus project.
We did.
It was spur of the moment, and so we just went for it.
And we have extra people in our closing with us today. Besides the dogs, we have grandkids. So say hi, guys.
Maddie and Toby.
Say hi.
Hi.
Very good. All right. So we started with the 2 Christmas trees. We did a green one and a white one. And before we get going any further, our painting portion of the video somehow disappeared.
I thought I hit record, and I apparently did not. I'm very sorry.
Yeah, we don't know what happened to it.
Everything was just basic painting. The reindeer and the mitten, we did seal them first because they were MDF, so they would just soak up all the paint. So we sealed those and then just painted them all white. The presents, we painted 3 colors. And then the trees we just painted. And craft paint, and the white is just basic latex.
Latex, yep. So that being said, we did the 2 trees. We did the green one, got that, and the white one. And you saw us build them. You saw I'll put the measurements at the end of the video as usual.
And I just wanted to show them real quick. I put some eye hooks on the back. I bought a strand of LED lights. I had bought these a while back. They were like $2.99. And I strung them through the little eye hooks.
Yep, there's the battery pack that goes with them. Takes 3 AA batteries.
Yes.
Yep. So those per tree would be $40 with the lights included.
Yes. And that could go in one of those if it fits. It ships boxes because they're pretty flat.
Yep. Our next one is the group of 3 presents. I got that one.
We'll let the kids hold this one.
There's a green one for somebody.
Yeah, you don't have to hold it up that
Hold
high.
it down. There you go. We're learning.
Yeah.
The set of 3 presents is $50. That's probably not including shipping, so you'll have to add extra for shipping.
Yeah, they could all fit in a box. I would just, when you ship them, I would make sure that you wrap them in like tissue paper or packing paper so that the paint doesn't rub on each other.
Bang each
scuff
other
it up.
and chip off.
Yeah.
So
those are super cute. I love them.
And those were the ones those were the ones we made out of the scrap wood. So we didn't have anything except cost for the bows and the ribbon.
Now this ribbon is ribbon I got at Sam's after Christmas last year. I think they were like, I don't know, I want to say $10 a roll before Christmas, and then after they were 75% off.
Yeah.
So I bought like 6 rolls of them
cheap.
and saved them. I do that a lot at Christmas because I know I'm going to be making Christmas crafts, so I'll buy. Walmart, if you get there the day after Christmas, it's 90% off, and that's when you just stock up.
Yep. All right, so the next one are the
super cute reindeer.
Tiny puzzle reindeer.
Yes.
The big one.
Yeah.
These would be $60 for the set. There's a little bit more labor involved with the scroll saw.
Yeah.
It's very time consuming. But shipping on these is hardly anything, probably. You can break them down and put them in the tiniest box you can find.
Yeah, just
the
wrap
post
them.
office,
Wrap them in paper.
So probably $6 to ship these, which is nothing.
Or maybe 10, I don't know.
Maybe 10, yeah. So that's that.
Yeah.
2 reindeer.
Are you having fun?
Yeah, they're enjoying this.
Let's let the kids hold the house.
Hold a house.
There's the little house.
There's a house for somebody.
Here, you want to hold that house? Okay, I'll let you hold that house.
The trio of little houses, those would go for $30 for the set, and you can make these as plain or as fancy as you like.
And there's nothing to them. It's just
This is a piece of a 2x6.
Yeah, and just the little chimney. You can even do them without the chimney if you don't want to put forth the effort to do that. Like I said before, I made stencils on my Cricut, just little shapes. and or you could freehand it if you feel confident to do that. You can get a ruler and just pencil out squares, and then take your marker and fill them in and piece of cake.
Yep. Or you can use vinyl or hand paint them, whatever you want to do.
Another thing you can do with these houses is also sell them bare wood, because some people like to decorate them. You could also do that with the reindeer. Yeah.
Yep.
So a lot of people do that.
You could do more of them than that, because I've seen tons of like little villages for sale.
Like lined up on a console table or a fireplace mantle. They're really cute.
And this was the bonus project, the little mitten thing.
These are really cute. I've seen them to like sit on a table and then sit a candle on them, or you can lean them up against something. They're just a little cutesy thing.
Yep. This was one of our bonus things with our X tool. Thank you, X tool. We appreciate it.
Yes, we love that thing.
Like we said a few times now before, we look for reasons to use the thing, and it never disappoints. So if you're interested in getting one, check out our description. I'll put the link to the machine in there. We love it.
Of course, you need to paint the backside.
Yeah,
we didn't
do the
paint the backside, in case you saw that.
Yep, sorry.
Just because we're going to have it here at home, sitting flat down. So, but finish both sides for sure.
So that is the group of projects for this week. Like I said, I'll put the measurements for everything with the pictures after this, and I'll also include them in the description of the video.
Yep.
So if you guys have any questions about them, feel free to comment or email us or whatever. And that'll do it for this week.
Yep. We'll have another Christmas video coming up next week, because I have more ideas.
We do, so many. So.
And coming up soon will be our Q&A episode. We'll probably release that on a Wednesday.
Yep.
We posted on YouTube recently and asked for you guys to post your questions. We've gotten a few, but if you guys would like to put more questions, we would love to answer all of them. And we're also going to go over how we started our business.
That's right.
So look forward to that coming up.
We do.
And
so, I guess that's it.
So if you aren't subscribed, please subscribe to our channel. It really helps us out, and like our video.
Yeah,
and
we appreciate it.
We'll see you next time.
And we'll say bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.